music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Star Season 2, Episode 15. Pretty good episode, people. Pretty good episode. My hair looks crazy because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Tonight's lipstick is Kat Von D. What's this, Roxy? Yes, Kat Von D, Roxy. I also finally repainted my nails, as y'all be liking to see sometime too. So, yeah. Sally Henson, gel polish, is just jealous boyfriends. Okay. Star was really good. I have been saying before, am I going to keep reviewing it? Sometimes the episodes are stupid. This one kept my attention the whole time. We see the beginning of it starting off with Carlotta letting Noah know like a branding company or somebody want to book him for some stuff, but they want to see him perform first. So Nina, Megan Good's character, has booked all of them to perform like at Gay Pride Week in New Orleans in Louisiana. And he like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to perform with them gay folks. I'm straight. Don't want to do it. And both Carlotta and Alex is like, bruh, shut up. You have fans who are gay, straight, male, and female. You need to do it and just be quiet and do what you're going to do. So he said, okay, fine, I'll do it. You know, we do also see that Ayana's back at the label. She brings up how her father is being accused of sexual inappropriateness or whatever. And so in the meantime, in between time, she's been put back in charge. You know, she lets Maurice know, you know what I'm saying, your ass been a failure. You know what I'm saying? Before I left, it was all set up for Noah to go on tour. Everything was smooth sailing. In some kind of way, he wasn't on your job. You know, she lets High Heel know that, you know what I'm saying, your ass is grass. Because we know he's the one who gave her father the information to get her fired in the first place. So she's like, you know what I'm saying, your ass ain't going to be around too much longer. Maurice just saying, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get it back on track. Maurice, your tail's starting to show, bro. Just want to say that. We see, you know, they're adjusting to her being back. We also see Angel. Angel really wants to have sex with his wife, Simone. He really wants to consummate. Angel has always had a connection to Simone ever since they first met. We saw that on camera, whatever it was. But what he don't, because he keeps saying like he thinks she's a virgin because he thinks she was gay before. So he don't know the whole thing with her foster father raping her. So when he keeps saying like, oh, you're a virgin, I want the first time to be special, and so she just keep deflecting, and all they keep doing is kissing, nothing else. And you know, he just trying to figure out what's wrong with her, what she don't, you know, kind of won't sleep with him or whatever. We see Cotton, who, you know, Cotton's son's coming over to spend like the weekend over there, and so Cotton is like, I don't know if he's gonna really like me, like how do I explain this to him, like what's going on. So when the baby mama knock on the door, so Carlotta introduced herself, how he'll introduce himself, and then, you know, he like, I thought I was coming to see my daddy, and Cotton like, hi, I'm Cotton. And so the little kid come in or whatever, and Cotton asked him out, I thought, you know, you didn't tell him about this. And she said, no, I thought you should tell him. You know, saying this is your thing to tell. I think the mama and Cotton should have had a conversation with that boy before you dropped him off to this lady house, when he think he going to meet his daddy people. And he get there and ain't no man there, it's a woman there, and then some grandparents. So I mean, I think, you know, an explanation from both was warranted. But I get her saying, you know, it's your situation, So you should tell them. I think they both should have had that conversation, but you know, it is what it is. So, you know, we see the girls and the guys and everybody going down to New Orleans for the whole gay pride week. We see Noah looking around, seeing all the gay people. You know, we see a couple men kissing, and he don't look too, you know, okay with that or whatever. Then we see somebody calling a bomb threat. Of course someone will call into a bomb threat at Gay Pride Week in New Orleans. Of course that would happen. So, of course, everyone is on lockdown while they're investigating the whole bomb threat thing. So, this whole episode is based on everyone being stuck somewhere due to this bomb threat. You know, we see back at the house, Derek needs his hair braided. Okay? Like, hey, Bruce, can you braid my hair? You know what I'm saying? Can you fit me in? So, Bruce, like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be doing hair yet. And plus, I'm getting ready to go down to this little New Orleans festival or whatever. So, yeah. He then said, you know what I'm saying, your house been a whole little delivery package. Your grandma, y'all been ordering all kinds of stuff, just packages and packages and packages. And he like, that's my grandma, you know what I'm saying? She just keeps ordering stuff. She been doing it all week. She said she's sprucing the house up. And I'm like, grandma's spending his money. And he don't even know it. And if anything, she making the house be better, probably so that he will stay because he has all this money. So, Bruce gonna say, your grandma either won to hit the lottery or she's selling weed at the old folks' home. Or either she's at the old folks, no, or she's selling weed down in the Social Security office. I said, bitch. But it's true. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be getting all them kind of deliveries if you ain't got no money. Okay, it came from somewhere. I'm more surprised Derek didn't ask her, like, where that money coming from, grandma? Because she wouldn't, I'm thinking, would she have lied or you would have asked her? But again, he don't know. So when Bruce said, where's she getting the money from? Derek said, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. But then he looked back like, well, she is ordering a whole bunch of stuff. That is kind of weird. So we see that whole thing. We see a situation with Carlotta and Nina. Because Carlotta is pissed off because she found out Nina has hired a security firm to be security for the girls without telling her. And she's like, you know what I'm saying, how much is this security, this private security gonna cost? Oh, what's your $25,000? She's like, who the fuck budget that come out of? Not my goddamn budget. And then Maurice walk up, nah, it's out of Motown's budget. Uptown? Whoever, the damn town budget. And remember, the end of the last episode, Nina was on her knees trying to service Maurice up in that game, up in his office or whatever. We don't see what happened, but they look a little bit too friendly right now for it to be nothing. So Nina walk away, and we then see Maurice kind of sort of apologize to Carlotta, like, yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying, I should not have taken her side, I'm sorry, trying to kiss ass or whatever. And Carlotta like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I think she on some bullshit. And Maurice say, you know what I'm saying, don't worry, I'ma talk to her. Maurice, if you fucking that girl, ain't gonna be good for you, Maurice. Anywho, we then see Naomi Campbell's there. I don't know what her name is on this show. I'm gonna call her Alex's mama. Why? Because she is Alex's mom. So yeah, Alex's mom, who we know is played by Naomi Campbell. Third review tonight. It's 2:30 in the morning, and my mouth dry. Sorry about that, people. Anyway, Alex's mom was there visiting, and she's like, yeah, I told your dad's assistant to let you know I was coming to visit. I'm like, well, why won't you call me yourself, mother? What's wrong with your phone? So she pop in, you know, Alex and Noah in the bed trying to get friggy dicky diggy, and she come in like, oh, what is he doing here? We together now, we together in real life. So Noah, of course, he leaves or whatever. At this point, Alex's mom like, you know what I'm saying, he's just like your father, you know, why haven't you learned from me? He's the same. And Alex like, they are not the same. And she's like, yes, they are. She's like, Mom, what are you doing here? Well, your dad made a sex tape with somebody, and the girl threatened to release the sex tape and embarrass me, so now I want a divorce. And I'm like, I didn't even know her parents was like really together like that, because her mom was alcoholic, her dad be in these streets. So I'm looking like, girl. But I think it's a thing of she's in love with her father. Her father's played by Lenny Kravitz, who was only in like maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes. Well, this season 1, he did like a total like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and we ain't seen him since. We know who her father is, but I feel like she's in love with him more than he's in love with her, and that's the dilemma. Her having to accept that he ain't shit, but she keep accepting that he ain't shit because she's so in love with him. But as I said, you too old to be that stupid. Anywho, so the next thing that we see, we find out who was the person that is supposedly accusing Ayana's daddy of sexual inappropriateness, and it's Gigi, Kiki Palmer's character. So you know what I'm saying, we see Ayana talking to her and trying to convince her to, I'm like, was she trying to convince her to tell her story or not tell her story? I think to tell her story. To just kind of, you know, do whatever. And then Gigi saying like, look, it's my story. I don't want to relive it. And you know what I'm saying, I don't want to talk about it. And then she kind of just leaves. So High Heel here is like the tail end of that conversation. And then, you know what I'm saying, we do see him go talk to Gigi. And she's like, you know what? Because he's trying to tell her that he's sorry to hear about what she went through with Ayana's daddy. And, you know, she's like, whatever, go away. I ain't nothing with you. But before he walks away, excuse me, she just start talking. You know, she's like, you know, I was 18, you know what I'm saying? And I always ask myself, why didn't I say something the first time he touched me? And then why did I sign a contract after he did it? And Ayana walk in and, you know, she said, you know what I'm saying, because you were young, you were afraid. And so, you know, Gigi then says, you know, the first time when I walked back in here, I wanted to come back and like cuss him out and go off and spit in his face or whatever. She's like, but I came back and I saw all the talent here and all the other artists who would have the chance to live their dreams, and I don't want to ruin the label as a whole because of him. And Ayana just says to her, you know, don't be afraid, you know, don't be, you know, stop being afraid. And that's what a lot of victims deal with, is the fear of, if I speak up, will they believe me? Will I ruin my life? Will I be then looked at as a victim? Will, you know, it ruin other people's? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to swallow and to deal with, thinking of what would happen if you speak up. So it was cool to hear that aspect of things. Star sleeps with Jax. I don't think that's any surprise. I think I literally wrote Star sleeps with Jax next. Didn't care. We do see after they have sex, he then mentioned to her like, hey, you know, I have some music. Did you listen to it yet? Like, did you pass it along to whoever? Which pisses her off, because now she felt like he only slept with her, or he only liked her to get his foot in the door somewhere else. However, when she goes to like talk to, I think she was talking to Noah, they was all talking in the lobby of the hotel. And when she said like, he only slept with me to like get his music or whatever, they said to him, but you done the same thing. It didn't mean that you didn't want to sleep with the person. You know, you do things to get to a different, to a better place. It does not mean that you don't mean what you're doing or whatever. So I don't care. I don't care what you sleep with. Anywho, but when they're all in the lobby, you know, Angel, Andy, Noah, Take 3, all of them, because they're all on lockdown in this hotel because of this bomb threat. So you see Angel and Andy having a conversation, and Angel saying how, you know, something's going on with Simone, he don't know what. Andy being his typical asshole self saying she's gay. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and he like, nah, I don't think that's what it is. So when someone like, what y'all talking about? Andy's the asshole. Angel thinks you're gay, and he wanna know if you like boys. And she like, that's not you, no. So of course that pisses Simone off, then which makes Star come in, and she like, why don't you shut up sometimes? Which then he then get back and Star, well, you shut up. Then here come Noah defending Star a little bit, telling Andy shut the fuck up. I'm looking like, what? This is just too much. It's too much going on. So when he do that, Andy then say, oh, so now you want to cap, you know, kind of be Captain Saving you, saying we shouldn't be here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be performing here? And then he lets it slip, or he says how, oh, you probably feel funny because your dad was gay. And so everybody look around like, what? So no one knew that. Oh, was that a secret? You knew it was a goddamn secret. You knew everybody knew that. He then said, yeah, Ayana had us do really deep dives into everybody's past when we, you know, signed anybody. And your father was gay. You know, maybe the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Which makes Noah try to beat him up. It's a whole fight. It's a slow motion fight. It's a breakup slow motion. It's a whole bunch of shit. I really didn't care. It was a whole fight. And I'm like, okay, Noah needs to stop fighting. Andy needs to stop being an asshole. And Angel just needs to be honest with Simone. Simone needs to be honest with Angel. Y'all married now, girl. Just live with it. And Star just needs to stop get up and go out and get something. I don't know. And Alex didn't go write the goddamn song. So, you know, we back and we see Cotton at home with his son. Cotton at home with her son. And with Jaden. And Jaden ain't got no manners. Jaden ain't got no, that's a double negative, whatever. Jaden doesn't have any manners. He's rapping some little ghetto song, which I think I like the song. I can't remember which one it is right now. He said how he gonna be a player. He gonna be a ball player, all these things. But he's just real rude and crass or whatever. And Cotton like, you know what I'm saying? You need to be respectful. You have to be, you know, courteous and all these different things or whatever. And then so she sits down and talks to the boy because he's clearly out of his damn mind. You know what Bruce say, I'ma smack his little ass. I would have too. Watch your mouth, little boy. The little boy can't, he like what, 7? Who is you, bruh? Anyway, Cotton then sits down and kind of tries to explain, like, you know, what if I told you when I was born a boy? And I had a boy's body and I had a girl's mind. And he was like, but you're a girl. And then Cotton said, I was born in a boy's body, but I had a female mind. So when I got older, I changed my body to match my mind. And then he was like, why are you telling me all this? And then Cotton said, because I'm your father. And the little boy just looked disgusted, got up, and walked away quick like he was going somewhere. And I'm like, you can't go too far because you're there for the weekend, you're on the 7. But, you know what I'm saying, we see that he's, you know what I'm saying, not happy about what he's heard. That's why I felt like his mama should have been there to help explain the situation or help him deal with, if he didn't want to deal with the fact that his father is now a female. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when you don't know somebody. Like, that little boy don't know Cotton. He don't know nobody in their house. So someone he knew should have been there for him to help him cope and deal with this information. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told. So, you know, we see that. We see Noah and start talking after the whole fight or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, he brings up how his father was on the down low, how his father left his mom for his father left his mother for a man. And so that's where his disdain for homosexuality come from. And it starts saying, but you cool with Bruce and Cotton, so how is that so? And he said, well, because Cotton and Bruce are themselves. They not, you know what I'm saying, they not undercover. My father was a down low gay guy, and so I think that's what he doesn't like. At this point, you know what I'm saying, Star like, we gonna sneak away. I don't feel like Star and Noah should ever sneak away. I just don't. I just think it's crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. She basically kidnaps him and say, you know, you need to get this out your system. Takes him to a gay bar and say, you know, we singers, you need to sing out your thoughts. And I said, okay, I get that. Honey, the gay bar was gigging, you know, good old little gay town, you know what I'm saying? Music pumping, vulgar, all these things going on in this gay bar. And then Noah walk up, I'm Noah Brooks, and I need to sing a song. He then sings Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father Again. So you gonna make all these gay men who in this club, who fathers may have disowned them because they gay cry, you just ruin the whole party. What song can follow up Dance with My Father Again if all the men in the club was crying? You put us in a whole different mood. I'm like, he could have sang that song in the lobby of the hotel. Y'all did not have to go to a gay bar for that. You did not. I mean, even though when you finish singing, all the people clap, tap, or whatever, I get that. But I'm like, if I was at a bar, gay or straight, and someone came in and sang that song, first of all, I would cry, for one, because my father passed away. So I'm like, you would have ruined my night. Like, it wasn't no other song you could sing. I assumed he was going to go there, sing a fast song, and kind of dance around, dance around, like, party with other gay people to kind of release that it's okay to be around gay people, and not all gay people are down low and out here doing, you know, down low things or whatever. I'm like, he could have sang a goddamn song in the lobby of the hotel, okay? Just, it is what it is. You know, we see Angel and Simone now having a little, you know, Simone like, you want to come with me to the gay party? What's it called? It was like a gay party, like a gay party. I'm sorry, that gay party. I can't think what it was called. And he like, no. You know, I don't want to go because he wants to spend time with his wife. And I think he like, why would I take my wife to a gay party when one, I'm not gay and I'm hoping my wife ain't gay, but she's a little bit gay. So he like, you know what I'm saying? What's up with you? You just won't understand. So when they were having a disagreement and she was trying to walk away and he grabbed her arm and said, hey, Simone, what's wrong? She flipped out, had a flashback of her foster father, and then she smacked him. So when this is happening, of course the police have to be riding back. Hey, what's going on here? Are you okay? Are you okay? Now, of course, Angel's like, I'm fine. Because Angel is an illegal immigrant. Okay, he's illegal. And Simone now realized, damn, my antics got us stopped by the police. And they're like, you know, okay, you sit down. They make Simone sit down, take both their IDs. They use zip tie handcuffs to tie Angel and make him sit down. And Angel nervous when they say, okay, I'm gonna run a background check. He like, God damn, I'm going to jail because again, he is an illegal immigrant. I'm like, oh shit. And it's a thing of, I'm hoping Simone realizes she's allowing her past to fuck up her present and her damn future. You need to just tell him what it is because you can't expect him to treat you a certain way or know what to avoid if he don't know the situations. So luckily the cops said they both came back clean because of course they just regular cop. They not like not DHS, Lord Jesus. They not ICE. So he was lucky. So they say next time, you know, don't be having no issues outside or whatever. Go ahead on somewhere. And so I'm so sorry. He like, Simone, if that was ICE, I would have been deported. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You tripping. And now she feel bad because he walked away. And I feel like he should have walked away because again, she's kind of punishing him for something that he has no control over, or not only that, he has no information about what's bugging her, and he keep asking her, and she's just not talking, and that's the hard part. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. And then he says to her, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want to be with me, then just don't be with me. So meaning you married me for whatever reason, and sometimes you want to be with me, but sometimes you don't. If you gay, why, you know, let's just not do this. Let's not do this anymore. So yeah. Next, we see Nina Ash is a bit of a thief in some way or another. She's getting paid money on the back end. The security firm that she has, she's kind of getting money from them as well. Maurice knows this. So they're talking. She's like, what's the big deal or whatever? You know, I'm doing everything for your artist. And they talking all close and stuff. And then Carlotta walk up and she's seeing them talk. And then she hears them say a few words or whatever. Excuse me. And then, Nina put her arms around Maurice and they start kissing. And it ain't a thing of where she kissed him. He kissed her ass back and Carlotta sees it. She sees it. And she's like, this motherfucker. And what I wrote was, motherfucker. Maurice, Lance, motherfucking gross. I need you to pick better roles, bro. You know how you want somebody to not be the cheating black dude in the office who messing around with whoever is there for the moment. Like Carlotta needed the girls to be whatever. He messing with Carlotta. Now Nina need this to build up her. He's community. He's departmental dick. Okay, he's fucking everybody in the department. Let's just say that. So whatever. But I'm happy Carlotta seen him because, you know what I'm saying, he ain't shit. There's a little short scene of, you know what I'm saying, Alex, her mom in the hotel stuck or whatever. Her mom wants to watch the dad's porn tape. That's disgusting. Who wants to hear their parent having sex? This is the nastiest shit ever. So Alex like, look, we ain't finna do this shit. We're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Her mom feels like Alex is her. Like, you're dealing with a guy who gonna cheat on you. You're gonna do A, B, and C. And she's like, Mom, I'm not you. You need to realize that. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? We get out of this. We going out. We going out to this little gay party. I think not gay party. Gay pride event. Okay. So we see everybody at the gay pride event, just like a drag ball. We see Simone telling Star how, you know, Angel wants her to have sex, but he isn't aware about her foster father. And I'm like, girl, tell him. You know, we see Bruce sing a whole little thing. He do a whole little show. He bring Alex up on stage. They dancing around. Bruce has came a long way from being, you know what I'm saying, She by Sheree's hairstylist. You know what I'm saying? Bruce, who is Miss Lawrence, he was in Real Housewives of Atlanta, way back in, seasons 1, 2, I think the earliest seasons. He was a hairstylist in Atlanta. He did a lot of the girls' hair in the beginning. He mainly was Sheree's, gay BFF or whatever. And he's come a long way. He really has. That's a great thing. We then see, Alex's mom, see her partying or whatever. We then see her mama get a whole bottle of liquor and leave. I'm looking like, girl, where you going? Her mom's an alcoholic. So the next thing that we see we see Noah come out the bathroom, and he see Alex in the bed. Well, he sees a body in the bed, and he assumed it's Alex. It's who else would be in his bed. And he like, oh, I thought you'll be gone with the girls a little later. And it's a dark-skinned woman with long hair, like his girl. I mean, she was too tall, because we all know that Naomi's a goddamn 6 foot tall supermodel, and we all know Alex is like, 4'11". So I mean, I guess he wasn't looking at how long the body was in the bed, but it is what it is. Anywho, he get in the bed, her back is to him, so he's talking to her as she's Alex. And then when she turns around, he's like, oh shit, honey, mama start kissing on him, and he trying to move back. Oh no, Mrs. Crane, and then Alex walks in. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, Alex, it's not what it looks like. I promise it's not. I didn't know. It's not what it. And it's like, it's all right. I know what it is. I know my mom. I know what it is. Mom, get dressed. She took her clothes off. She's in the bed. Get dressed. This is some bullshit. Get out. She yelled, get out. But her mama's so drunk, she stands up, like puts her robe on, and then she just slides down the wall because she's still drunk. It's just kind of crazy. But I like that Alex didn't blame Noah. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a good thing, that she kind of knows her mama's antics, so it doesn't ruin more than what it has to ruin. Simone walk in, and she's talking to Gigi. And I'm confused, because I'm looking like, this is Atlanta? Because Georgia and Louisiana is kind of close. But I feel like if they're in New Orleans, how far is New Orleans from Atlanta? Because if Simone was just hanging out with Angel in New Orleans, now I'm assuming it's New Orleans, Louisiana, if I'm tripping, let me know. How did she get back to talk to Gigi at the studio in Atlanta? I'm confused. I don't know the distance between the two either, so that can be something. Anywho, Gigi is saying how the whole thing about she don't know if she want to talk or whatever, and they're basically both bonding over being abused by men in one way or the other. Gigi saying how she does not want people to look at her as a victim. She does not want that to be her story. Gigi the victim. Simone saying like, we know maybe you could talk about it so girls know they're not alone. Like, she's like, that's how it feels. You feel like you're the only one, and like in one way or another is your fault. And when Gigi hears that, she just says, you know what? Time's up, bitch. And we see her text, and I'm pretty sure she was tweeting her story or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that means she's releasing her story. She wants others to feel like you're not alone. Great way to, emphasize the whole time's up movement. We then see Carlotta and Maurice talking. And no, we then see Carlotta talking to Noah and Alex, letting Noah know, hey, that whole campaign thing that we were talking about, like, they picked someone else. And you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, well, actually, they picked Alex. And she's like, really? What? Why me? They saw you up on the stage with Bruce at the Gay Pride Festival or whatever, and so they want to work with you. Noah's like, oh, that, and she's like, no, what about Noah? No, what about Noah? He's like, what about me? It's great for you. It's a great thing. I'm happy. Hug, kiss, whatever. And then when Alex go in with Carlotta to call people to say, okay, she'll take it, Noah don't look so happy. And, he sits down, takes a drink. He has his little flask. He's a real life alcoholic. Whenever anything happens, he starts drinking. He's his own worst enemy. He really is. So we know him and Alex ain't gonna be together too long, because he's gonna get real drunk and be like her father, and she's gonna be pissed off because she's not gonna be like her mother, and she's gonna leave his ass alone. Derek finds out that grandma been spending his money. He walk up like, I talked to my lawyer. He says the settlement check came 2 weeks ago. And she's like, I want to spruce this place up a little bit. He like, with my money? And she's like, your money. I took you in. I took care of you, you know what I'm saying? I got you to be able to walk again, you know what I'm saying? I washed your crippled ass, let your little girlfriend move up in here, and it's your money. Now, on one level, I feel grandma, because when you wasn't doing shit, I sustained our household. I did take care of you. But at the same time, grandma, you can't spend that boy money. You should have told him it was back and then said, look, I took care of you, little boy. You know what I'm saying? Look out for grandma. You could have did that whole thing. But just to not tell him it's back and then just go to just spending the money just like it's yours is crazy. Crazy. He like, you know what? I'm moving out. And she's like, wait. You know what I'm saying? Just give me half the money. And you can stay here. And he like, I can't stay here. And you know that. And he can't. I mean, at the point of her, I think had she not told him the money was back, he may have stayed. If she would have said, look, I know we've been going through whatever. Let's fix the house up. You know, make space for you and me. And let's, you know what I'm saying, be together because I'm your grandma and I done took care of you. He might have said yes. He might have said, I'm going to build us a whole nother level. And I'm going to have my part, or I'm going to build me a house in the backyard. Or, you know, something. I don't know. But not telling him was not the right thing to do. So, you know, we then see Carlotta check Maurice, basically, back at the office. And, you know, she's letting him know, because she said, you know, I had Ayanna check into that security firm. And, you know, lo and behold, Nina owns it. So she's up here, you know what I'm saying, double dipping. Meaning she booked her own company to do a job, and then she's getting paid double. She's getting paid from the security stuff, and she's getting paid for them booking shows or whatever. So of course she's pissed. I think probably Ayanna's pissed too. And she then said words that him and Nina said in the moment of them kissing, which made him realize, damn, she know I was cheating, honey. And he tried to say something to her, and she punched him dead in his jaw. I said she rocked that jaw, and she deserved it. Maurice, you ain't shit. Your mom ain't shit. Your daddy ain't. I'm so sorry, I'm going off on a tangent for no damn reason. Where did that come from? Boys in the hood. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. When Doughboy mama was talking to him about how he wasn't gonna be shit, then he went and stole that stuff and went to goddamn jail to juvenile. Anywho, you know what I'm saying? I like how Carlotta cold clocked his ass, because, bruh, bring back Tyrese, maybe. Let him be a reformed pastor who was over trying to, you know, change Cotton from this or whatever. Bring her somebody who was at least she done been through a lot. You got the reverend who tried to shame her son, who was now a female, and shame Cotton to be back to the son. And I got Maurice, who is openly cheating with somebody else and lying to her face, bitch, and got her in my face and taking her for that bitch too, bruh. I would have punched him and punched her ass too. Anywho, and she walked out. She said, "Keep that bitch." I said, "Okay, Cleo, keep that bitch." Okay, she good. She meant it. So the last thing we see is Cotton sitting talking to her son, and you know, saying how the son then says, you know, you can't be my dad. My friends will laugh at me. And then Cotton said, you know what? You probably had an image of what you thought your relationship with your father will be. How about we just make it be a little bit different? And he said, I'm going to tell my mom I don't want to come here anymore. And then when he said that, his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he started having a seizure. And I'm looking like, oh my God, what's going on with the little boy? Little boy having a seizure. Call 911. So how he was going to call 911? I'm like, does the boy have seizures and the mom didn't tell nobody? You know, did he find some candy and it's really high heel drugs? Like, what's going on? Like, why did he have a dang on seizure on that dang on couch? I was like, Lord, save the baby. Save the little disrespectful ass little baby. To save him, Jesus, fix it, Jesus. Anyway, that's how the episode went off. So, put your comments below. And other than that, I'm done. I'm Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.